25 pounds. Holden, this one, for the Bobcats, you've got to have these freshmen come out. You know, we thought they were on fire last week getting bonus points of their own. Now they've got to come out on fire to stop the bonus points, I think, against Rivera and Fugit.
Yeah, it's all about, aggression against experience. We saw Tennyson come out with that aggression against Morgan last week with the 11-1 major decision. He's got to do the same thing again. He's got to come out aggressive, look for leg attacks, really anything you do to get the momentum going, because we do have an electric environment here in the convocation. This is as packed as I've seen it in recent times.
They do make the switch to the Bobcats. Excuse me, they are sending out their junior who wrestled Rivera last year in the duel. It is going to be Ryan Meek. Gets his first opportunity of this young season, the junior out of Lubbering, Missouri.
Yeah, we know Coach Greenlee likes to make those last-minute changes for the Bobcats, so good to see him out there wrestling for the Bobcats.
It was a tech fall win for Rivera in this matchup last year against Meek. So, again, you just got to improve and weather that storm early. As Rivera jumps into the overtie. 125 pounds. He is strong. Throws Meek all the way through, but a good square up by the Bobcat. Now he ducks through, and if he can stay on the hips, he drags him back down, hand down. That's 3 points. Ryan Meek with the lead.
Great recovery there by Meek. Recognized he was going to get thrown. Got the right grip and turned it around.
Rivera right back up to his feet. Undefeated on the young season. Is the number 9 wrestler in the country out of Staunton, Wisconsin.
And that's the exact type of aggression we were just talking about, Isaiah.
You knew you had to come and put it on the guy who had to make the longest trip today. Cut the most weight today, more than likely to get to 125. If you can go out and surprise him early, you've got a chance for the Bobcats. He goes in for the inside trip and drag, does bring Meek to his feet. Then he gets his own 3 points as well. Rivera now takes the lead back 4-3.
Great lock across the body here, working on that upper body of Ryan Meek is Rivera. Got one hook in on the right side rather.
Meek did a good job rolling the wrists out. He's got his foot up, but you're right. That just kind of the crossbody claw. Now he leverages his body to come back across, breaks Meek down off that left leg, and he has a chance to roll him up if he can get past the 45-degree angle here.
Meek was doing a great job there at turning into him. Almost got out of that position, but Rivera recognized it, turned him back around. Just grinding on him.
And this is where we've seen Ryan Meek for a couple years. He can certainly get ridden. Sometimes it does, the trick at not letting up the bonus points, but his explosion out of the bottom is definitely something the Bobcats miss sometimes.
Yeah, you got to score yourself in these types of situations.
As we approach the minute of riding time here in the first period, we are at 33 seconds to go in the first 3 minutes.
Still got that hook in. Meek with that wide tripod base trying to work his way back up. Looks like he thought about a roll there for a second.
Rivera is suctioned into his back there. You can do all you want. I don't think you're getting away from Rivera on top at the moment.
Yeah, probably content to just ride out the rest of this period, get a clean start here in the second.
5 seconds on the clock. Meek doesn't look like he's going to even be able to really put his head up, and that's how we go to period number 2. The Bobcat with the surprise takedown to get it going, but Rivera quickly back and dominating on top.
Yeah, but again, 1 point lead, that's not the worst start in the world by any means for Ryan Meek. See what he can do on top here.
So he gets his opportunity to try to ride now, bring that riding time back under a minute at the least. He throws a boot in, and that's got control on Rivera there. Stop the switch attempt.
Yeah, Rivera looked to turn quickly at the start of that period, but because Meek had that hook in, he just couldn't get the right angle on it. Now he's got to tie around the neck here, back to standing, and he'll get that escape point.
Good job by Rivera. Constant motion down there on the bottom kept Meek uncomfortable, even if he was in the control position.
There's a shot for Meek. Rivera did very well at the Cyclone Invitational last week. Went 3-0 to win that title.
That's what earns him that ranking. Is Meek trying to come around the back there. Rivera pushes back in well, but Meek's got the hips. He's just kind of got to slide that foot into a better position. They're going to go ahead and give him the 3. As the hand post out of Rivera turns into the 3 points there for Ryan Meek.
Yeah, that was beautiful. It was all about control. I agree with the referee there. He had enough of it to get that takedown scored.
And now with Rivera kind of letting the foot be a seatbelt across there, Meek just riding. He's got it under a minute now, so he's got the lead.
Yeah, if he can lock up that figure four, well, too high now, but trying to shake him off is Rivera.
And the 2 points out of the Badger for the reversal, right back on top.
This is a back and forth second period.
It is 7-6 Wisconsin. And Rivera gets to put that riding time right back up on the board as we are at 20 to go in period number 2. Nothing but action at 125 pounds.
Both these guys are so good at getting locks on the other man that, when they're working on him so much, that's how they get these reversals that they've been getting back to the feet, thrown back to the mat.
Good job by Meek to keep his feet. Now he's swimming for the head. Does he have enough time to get the reversal? He does not.
Almost shrugged him off there.
Period runs out. Rivera does a good job to suck himself in so he doesn't get thrown off the top there. 2 minutes back on the board for period number 3. 1:18 of riding time for Rivera, but the way that Meek's been able to catch him in spots, you can't say that 18 seconds is safe, but a big super duck turns into another 3 points for the Badger. Disappearing act on him.
Yeah, neutral start.
Meek.
Gave challenge to Meek there.
Meek didn't want to spend too much time on the bottom there, wanted to get his opportunity to score on his feet, but it did not work. Is now Rivera up 10-6. Riding time point going to be locked in the way he has been riding so far in this match. But Meek to his feet, if he can fight hands, and Rivera with a great front trip to get him back.
Yeah, wasn't able to really get any momentum or turn there. Kept a really wide base like he is now. That's enabling him to get back to his feet, but you got to fight the hands when you get up or else, you're going right back down.
As they're going to go stalling on Rivera as he's been returning plenty, but once he's been back to the quad pod position there, he's not doing a lot. He's not working for a fall, back points or a fall or anything.
Yeah, I agree with that call. Meek had some success here in this referee position here. So we'll see if he can do it again. Almost immediately back to his feet.
Good restart to get to the feet, but now you've got to get the hands away.
He's got to turn.
Tried to catch the head again, and Rivera on the roll. We're under a minute to go. Riding time point locked in. Make it 11-6. So the Bobcat needs something big here from the bottom.
He's got 40 seconds to do it.
As Rivera just has been dominant on top here, not letting Meek get away at all. Even when there's hip separation, he is quick to suck him back in.
He's so good at getting those underhooks, those boots with the feet. That's what's making it such a hard time for Meek getting up.
20 seconds to go. Going to be over 3 minutes of riding time for the Badger. It's not going to be the tech fall that it was last season, so Ryan Meek does improve upon that. And it's not even going to be bonus points. He's going to keep it under the major decision line. So this one's going to be 3-0 Badgers as Nicolar Rivera, number 9 man in the country, picks up the 11-6 victory over Ryan Meek.
If I'm Meek, I'm proud of that performance, though. You're going against one of the best guys in the Big Ten, one of the best guys in the country, and you put out a performance where you took the lead early. You came out with that aggression that we were talking about Ohio needed to do, and you fought your heart out.
Now we go to 133